Hello everyone, welcome in Learn CHE. In this video, we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of isothermal process. So the iso means equal and the thermal means temperature, means we are going to discuss about the equal temperature process. In this video, we are going to discuss about what is an isothermal process. Practical examples of an isothermal process mean those examples where the temperature is constant or temperature is not going to change. Okay, and after that we will discuss about ideal gas equation for an isothermal process, right? Then we will discuss about the PVT relation for an isothermal process, and in the last we will see the first law of thermodynamics for an isothermal process, and we will see that which value and which term is going to 0 for an isothermal process. Okay, so before starting the video, if you haven't joined Learn CHE YouTube channel, you can subscribe it and you can join our other social media handles to ask any question. So let's start the video. So the first question is, what is an isothermal process? Okay, so as I told you that iso means equal and the thermal means temperature, right? So this is a process where our temperature is equal, means our temperature is constant during the process. Okay, and I have already told you I have already covered the video on the process as well as different type of process like reversible process, irreversible process, as we are covering the syllabus of the thermodynamics, so you can watch that videos in the thermodynamics playlist. Right now we see the definition of the isothermal process, right? So a thermodynamic process in which the temperature is constant during the process is called isothermal process. Okay, I think now you have cleared that what is the meaning of isothermal means. Okay, now what happens here, the delta T, this delta T will be 0. What is the meaning of delta T? Delta T means T2 minus T1 is going to 0. Okay, if suppose your process, okay, is going from state 1 to state 2, then the temperature, if suppose here is temperature T, then at this state the temperature will also T. Okay, suppose at the state 1 the temperature is 50 degrees Celsius, so at state 2 the temperature will be 50 degrees Celsius because it will not change in the isothermal process. Got it? Now see here we have a system and suppose this system is A. Okay, when I'll say that this is a isothermal system, I'll say when the temperature will be constant. Okay, when the temperature will be constant, suppose what I am doing here, I am supplying the heat. Okay, I am supplying the heat from here. I am supplying the heat. Suppose there is one heat source and I am supplying the heat into the system. Got it? Okay, and I say that this is our isothermal process or isothermal system. Now what will happen that here, to maintain this temperature, let's say this temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, at the 50 degrees Celsius we have to maintain our system A. Then what may happen, then there may be one reservoir. Okay, suppose this is my reservoir, then what will happen that the system A will adjust somehow, it will reject the heat. If its temperature will increase, suppose, then it will reject the heat to the reservoir, and we know that about the reservoir that if we put something in the reservoir or if we extract something from the reservoir, then there is no effect in the reservoir. Got it? So what is going to happen if we are supplying the heat? Suppose the temperature is going to constant. Okay, here you can read one concept, that is a quasi-static equilibrium process, right? That will happen here. Something will change but very little bit. Okay, so and for a practical purpose we can say that there is a temperature is constant. Okay, the practical example of this isothermal process is a refrigerator. Here you are seeing the refrigerator. What happens here mainly, we want that our inner, means this surface should be cooler. Okay, this surface temperature, suppose here the temperature is T1 and the surrounding temperature is T2. So what we want that T1 should be less than the T2. okay, and what happens that it rejects inside heat to the outside. That's why our this inner side or our system cool. Got it my point? And mainly what happens here, we maintain the isothermal process, okay, and during the refrigeration cycle, okay, during the refrigeration cycle there is a isothermal process work, okay, to maintain the temperature. So this is the one daily life example of the isothermal process. I hope you are able to understand that what I want to say. And in our upcoming videos, when we will see this refrigeration cycle and Carnot cycle, then we will also discuss about this. Okay, now we will discuss about the practical examples of an isothermal process. Okay, here are many practical examples of an isothermal process and few are here which I am telling you. The first example of an isothermal process is a tea flask. So in the thermo flask you will see that if we keep something here, suppose the tea and the water, so it will be hot, okay, and the temperature will be here maintained, okay, due to the insulation the temperature do not, like mainly the temperature do not drop for a long time, and that's why we can say that the tea flask is an example of a isothermal process, okay. And what are the other examples? Refrigerator, as we have discussed about the refrigerator, this is also a isothermal process. It works on the isothermal process, right? Phase change, as we know about the latent heat or sensible heat, okay, we have discussed about the sensible heat. In the sensible heat what happens that we supply the heat, okay, suppose the 20 degree if we are going to change, okay, if we want to increase the temperature from 20 to 50 degrees Celsius, then we will supply here the sensible heat. But in the at the time of phase change, okay, suppose in the case of water, so at 100 degrees Celsius water start evaporate, right, and at 0 degrees Celsius it freezes. So what I want to say that when the phase change, when the water will convert from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, right, then there will be phase change, means the latent heat will be play an important role here, right. So in this case the temperature do not change. Got it my point, what I want to say? That's why we are saying that this is also an example of the isothermal process. Now the other examples are boiling of water, I have already told you. Carnot cycle, in the Carnot cycle you will see that there are two isothermal process are used, okay. On the basis of that we use a or we find a Carnot efficiency that is new, and we find that new, that what is that new, and we will see that suppose there will be 1 minus T2 by T1, and this concept occurs from this isothermal process, okay. In later we will see that what is the, in the upcoming videos we will discuss about the Carnot cycle, okay. So these are the some examples of the isothermal process, right. Now you know what is the isothermal process. Can you let me in the comments box more daily life examples of the isothermal process? Please let me in the comments box. Now ideal gas equation for an isothermal process, okay. So what is the ideal gas equation? The ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT, as we know that. So for an 1 mole the ideal gas equation will be PV is equal to RT, right, for 1 mole, okay. So as we are saying that the process is isothermal, means this temperature is going to constant, then what will happen? PV is equal to RT, these both term will be constant, and we can say that PV means the product of pressure and volume will be constant, okay. If we talk about the ideal gas equation, got it. Now we see the what will be the relation between PVT, okay, what will be the PVT relation for the isothermal process, okay. So here from the ideal gas equation I know that if our system goes from state 1 to state 2, then what will happen here? The pressure will be P1, the volume will be V1, and the temperature will be T, okay. And in the second state the pressure will be P2, volume will be V2 and the temperature will be T, because temperature is not going to change in the isothermal process. Okay, now here we know the one relation between for an from the ideal gas equation, and the relation is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. If you know the formula of ideal gas equation, you can simply find out this. Okay, so this T1 and this T2 will be cancelled out because these are equal. Now what will be our formula? The formula will be P1 V1 is equal to, the formula is as simple as that, you can see here. Okay, and here you can also see that one thing, if suppose at the first time my pressure is high, okay, and my volume will be low, in the another case what could be happen, my pressure could be low, okay, and my volume could be high, okay, to balance these equations. So simply what will happen, that the product of pressure and volume at one state and the product of pressure and volume at another state will be same in the case of isothermal process. Okay, now we will see that the first law of thermodynamics for an isothermal process. Okay, so in the isothermal process, what is the fundamental equation of isothermal process? The fundamental equation of isothermal process is du is equal to dq minus dw. Okay, and first law of thermodynamics for an isothermal process. Okay, what is du? Do you know about it? Okay, what is the formula for du? And as we know about the du is a differential, right? Differential of the internal energy, and this internal energy, the internal energy U is a function of the temperature. Why? Because when you will see the formula of the U and the formula of delta U, okay, just I am telling you delta U formula is, what is the formula of delta U? That is, suppose M and C V and delta T. If this delta T is constant, okay, then it will be 0, means delta U is going to 0. Okay, simply see here, if we integrate this equation, so it will be what it will be M CV dt from T1 to T2 is equal to, if I integrate this, okay, minus dw. So this term is going to 0. Now what will be here? Here will be this term. Okay, and as I know about the work, okay, what is the work? Work is P dV, and the volume is going to change from V1 to V2. Okay, and what is the pressure? As I know the ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT, and we have to substitute it for the P. Okay, so the P will be RT by V, and here is a N. So you can simply substitute here. Okay, and I am just substituting here V2, then N will be outside, R will be outside, T will be outside, and there will be dV by V. Okay, and this term, okay, when I'll integrate this term, so what I'll get? I'll simply get nRT ln V2 by V1. Okay, so the heat, the Q and the value of W means work done and heat, okay, heat which I have supplied into the system will be same, okay, in the case of isothermal process, and delta U will be 0. Now we have discussed about the internal energy Q and W for the first law of thermodynamics. Now let me in the comments box what will be the value of delta H, what will be the value of change in enthalpy for the isothermal process. Okay, let me in the comments box. So this was the video for an isothermal process, and we have discussed here first what is the isothermal process, then we discussed about the examples of the isothermal process and the ideal gas equation for isothermal process and the first law of thermodynamics for an isothermal process. So if you have any doubt, let me in the comments box. So thank you for watching.